Hello, welcome back to the channel, and we are doing more Premier Draft of Tarkir Dragonstorm. So without further ado, we'll just go ahead and jump right in. So I'm just getting back, or just got back yesterday from the SCG Con Denver, and tragically lost my winning to day 2. So I did not get to do any of those sweet competitive drafts on day 2, but think my seal pool was overall pretty good, maybe 1 or 2 cards away from being like a 8 out of 10 power level or something like that. But did have a couple friends who made it day 2. They did not top 8, didn't make the PT, but they made some good cash and got to draft to the highest level, so very excited. There were actually 5 of us that missed our winning in. Anyway, we're just going to jump into the draft. Very exciting. So yeah, this format's great. There are a lot of different directions you can go. So I think that's exemplified by this pack. So you could go base red-white. There's like 2 pillars of the format. You have your base red-white aggro decks, Mardu based, sort of. Or you have like your soupy decks, where you take stuff like Globe and Windscarred Crag and just whatever powerful nonsense you can take. So what do we do for this pack 1 pick 1? So we could force Boros and go Frontline Rush. Venerated Stormsinger is also not a bad card in these aggressive strategies. Kind of like a Blood Artist effect, and it works really well with Mobilize. And then there's a Windscarred Crag and a Dragonstorm Globe and an Armament Dragon for more multicolored space. Dragonfire Blade, I think, is fine. I'm not that impressed with it as like a pack 1 pick 1. I'm just going to take the Frontline Rush and just see if we can go for that strategy. So I'm already feeling some regret because we're not really seeing any good aggro cards here, but we are seeing a little bit more in terms of a multicolor pile. Namely, we're seeing a Roiling Dragonstorm, we're seeing a Mystic Monastery, we're seeing a Swiftwater Cliffs. Dragonback Lancer is like a filler red-white aggro card, so I'm not gonna go with that. The Dragonstorms are really busted with any kind of dragon, or if you have any amount of dragons, these things just give you so much value, particularly the blue one. I think the blue one may end up being the best one overall, just to help dig you through your deck to find your more powerful cards. Given our Frontline Rush pick, I think I'm just going to go ahead and take the Mystic Monastery. It does fix for it, so maybe it could be some sort of Jeskai aggro space, which not as popular as like the Mardu space, but as long as it's Boros space, it should be fine. Okay, so now we have a couple of options here. So we have Furious Forebears, a fine 2-drop, 2 mana 3/1, and then when something dies in your graveyard, you can pay 1 white to return it to the hand. We have Mardu Monument, and then we have the Fortress Kinguard, which is replaceable, so I'm not super high on that one. And that's pretty much it. I think we'll go ahead and take the Mardu Monument, so now we can be set up to splash black or blue, but hopefully still be in like a Boros base, hopefully still aggressive. I mean, Mardu Monument, I'm very high on this, and I'm starting to wonder if it's better than the Temur Monument, because the bodies that it makes, both good on offense and defense. And because they stick around, right? It's not like the Mobilize mechanic where they get sacked at end of turn. So yeah, I think Mardu Monument keeps us the most flexible here. All right, now we have a true crossroads right now. So Dragonbrood's Relic is a great card for these 5-color soup decks. The body it makes is extraordinarily relevant. Lightning Helix is something, and then you're left with this 4/4 flying lifelink, and it fixes for your colors. Really powerful. There's also like Bearer of Glory, which is like a premium 2-drop in the red-white aggro decks. First Strike is pretty good when just to help it attack, and then the buff ability is really nice. I think I'm just gonna take the Dragonbrood's Relic, go for the high upside. Frontline Rush is not really a card you want to splash in your 5-color soup decks, but I mean, it can be okay, just 2 mana, 2 bodies. There's also Aush's Exhale is very good, Sultai Devotee, but let's take the Relic. All right, and I think now we just get to follow that up with probably Sibsig Appraiser. So there's Sibsig Appraiser, Rugged Highlands. I like Constrictor Sage a lot as well, but I think having the card advantage in these decks is strong. Like, you don't need to load up on Sibsig Appraisers, but the card is just inherently quite powerful and can help you play more of your good cards. Just dig through your deck. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to take. And we also get to fill out the 3-drop slot. And then, of course, when you have the Dragonbrood's Relic, having some cheaper creatures to help enable this is also quite nice. So yeah, let's go ahead and take the Sibsig Appraiser. And let's see, we get to follow that up with probably just an Audacious Exhale. It's really important if you're going to go into the space to have cheap interaction. And I should specify, the Mardu Exhales are all quite good at this, just to kill things. Because the green one requires a little bit of work, requires some bigger creatures, and then the blue one, counterspell is totally serviceable, but you don't want to load up on them. Other than that, there is a black Dragonstorm, but I think at this point it is more important to prioritize some removal. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay. I think, there's a Sultai Monument. Okay, I was going to take the Scoured Barrens or the Roamer's Routine, but I think in these decks it's okay to have like 2 to 3 monuments. So our fixing's looking pretty good now with the Sultai Monument, the Mardu Monument, and the Dragonbrood's Relic. So again, we're just going to try to focus on taking powerful cards, and we'll see if that Dragonstorm Globe wheels. I think that would be pretty helpful for this. Okay, I'm not seeing too much here. Host of the Hereafter is a fine card, but you really need the synergy for it, so I would really only play it in a dedicated black-green deck. It doesn't really affect the board when you play it. So I think I'm just going to take a Dragon's Prey. I could also take a Dismal Backwater, but again, I think it is important to get the requisite number of removal spells so you don't just die to the frontline rush decks. So yeah, we'll go ahead and snap that up. All right. We wield everything. We wield the Armament Dragon as well as the Dragonstorm Globe. It's a very tough decision. I think the Globe is very important for this deck. Armament Dragon's not a bad card, though. I think I'm just going to go ahead and take the Globe and spec. Like, if we wield the Armament Dragon, we should hopefully be able to wheel maybe some stronger cards or get some strong cards at pack 2. So yeah, I'm going to take the Globe. Like, you really need like one Globe, and now our fixing's quite good. I'll take a Stag. Stag is best when you have Harmonize, because Harmonize is inherently broken when you have a 5 power thing that's relatively easy to cast, so it can hang out. You don't currently have any of that. Okay, let's take an Embermouse Sentinel just in case we need fixing and another defensive body. Totally serviceable. I don't think we'll play 2. This at least can be an okay blocker, but I don't want to play it. And Gurmag Nightwatch I have not been impressed with. Okay, so we're set up to kind of do what we want. So let's hope we find some bombs. What do we see? Okay, so we see some more removal. We see Static Snare and Caustic Exhale. Those are totally serviceable. We see an Encroaching Dragonstorm to help ramp and fix us. We have a Constrictor Sage. We have Auroral Procession, which is something we can use to buy back our removal or our key impactful spells. Lacid Prowler, Lacid Prowler. I'm not super impressed with this one. It's just a big body. It's just like stats. It doesn't have trample or anything like that. So I think we can go ahead and... I think I'm going to go ahead and take the Encroaching Dragonstorm. We don't currently have any dragons, but I think this is something that we will want to have access to. Okay, so I could just follow this up with a blue Dragonstorm. I think the Roiling Dragonstorm is very strong. So, and again, we did wheel that Armament Dragon, so I think this is something that is worth taking. Anafenza is like totally serviceable and fine, but I feel like I'd rather just have the card Velocity. There's another Dragon Brood's Relic. There's a Skirmish Rhino, which we could possibly wheel, because I think by then our fixing will be pretty good. There's a Windscarred Crag, which is totally serviceable. Another Aush's Exhale. Yeah, let's just go and take the Dragonstorm. I think that's the highest upside. Well, I could take another Dragonstorm. No, never mind. I have to take Saga Wildling here. So Saga Wildling is a key aspect of these decks as well. Your base green, typically I think we're setting up well to be base green. So you play this as your 1 mana go get a basic, or it triggers in the late game, it triggers all of your Dragonstorms, which of course we have the 2 of them. So other than that, I mean, there's a Teeming Dragonstorm, which would be totally fine. Dragon Sniper's a good defensive card, and Blossoming Sands would be good fixing, but yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and just take the Saga Wildling here. Okay, so now what? We could take Bloodfell Caves for fixing. We could take Ice Ridge Serpents, like an okay-ish top-end piece to kill elephants and stuff. Unending Whisper to help draw, and again, we do have the Snowmelt Stag to combo with it. Snakeskin Veil, Team Tawny back as well are totally serviceable. I may just take the Team Tawny back. I think I'll just take the Bloodfell Caves, just take fixing. I'm not too in love with any of those cards. Okay, so now we get another Mystic Monastery. We have Shock Brigade, Team Ratani back again, Aush's Exhale. I think we're doing okay-ish on the removal. What do we have? We have Aush's Exhale and Dragon's Prey. I think I'm just going to go ahead and take another Mystic Monastery and then open the doors to more like red removal and whatnot. Okay, here I could take Feral Deathgorger as a okay-ish dragon, but this one's been a little bit underperforming. I think I'm just going to take the Dusyet Earthcarver. Just a big body. Unfortunately, this one doesn't gain life, but you can either split it up. Good top end. Reach is important for all the dragons, so yeah, I'm happy having one copy of that. All right, there's not much here in this pack. I'd probably just take the dragon, take the Riling Dawnbreaker. I was thinking about taking this Crotique Nest card, like a 3-mana 4/4 defender that can like sometimes attack is totally okay, but yeah, I think I'd rather just have a dragon to combo with our Dragonstorms. And also our white fixing is not bad. Okay, there's really not much for us in this pack. I guess I'll take the Riverwalk technique, which I'm not looking to play in the main deck, but I think it could be okay. Foundation Breaker is a really cool card, not for this deck, but there is, if you're going like +1/+1 counter theme, this card hits really hard, but yeah, we'll take the Riverwalk technique. Okay, Wield the Auroral Procession. I'm okay with that. We can go ahead and just snap that up. Windscarred Crag, fine for the fixing, so yeah, we'll go ahead and take that. We have good like Mardu fixing. Could probably use a little bit more. Unending Whisper on the wheel, we might play that. And another Dawnbreaker, sure. Ooh, we wield the Aush's Exhale. That's nice. Okay, and Sunshield. All right, we need some power. Okay, so Baron Step Siege is an inherently powerful magic card, but given our creature count, I'm not convinced it is the pick here. We could take another Saga Wildling. We could take a Kintree Severance as a really good removal spell. And there's also a Durgar Island Dragon, which is fine. Yeah, not really the rares we want to see. And then Sage of the Skies is going to be a little hard to enable. I mean, I guess we could enable this. Maybe Sage of the Skies is the pick. And just have it be a good defensive. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and take Sage of the Skies. And also our white fixing is not bad. Okay. So we have Zurgo is a very aggressive card, but not really for this deck. I think I'm just going to go ahead and take the Skirmish Rhino as a good stabilizing 3-drop that we should hopefully be able to play on turn 3 or turn 4 at the latest. Other than that, there's like a Swiftwater Cliffs or something of that nature. But yeah, we'll just go ahead and take the Skirmish Rhino. Okay, Thunder of Unity. That is a cool card. I think I'm actually going to take that. So 3 mana, draw 2, lose 2 in Mardu. And then on the second and third chapters, it has a drain whenever a creature enters. So that could be good. There's also another Sagu Wildling, another Skirmish Rhino. But yeah, our Mardu fixing is actually pretty good. So I think I'm going to take the risk here on the Thunder of Unity. Okay, so there's a Lotus Light Dancers, which good in the Sultai space. You could just put your Renew and Harmonize cards in the bin. We only have the one Unending Whisper right now. I think I'm just going to go ahead and take the Opulent Palace. The Opulent Palace helps fix for black and green and blue, which, I mean, we need fixing in all the colors. Okay. Here, I think I'm going to take a Disruptive Stormbrood, another dragon, with relevant removal on the front half, and then on the back half, you get this 5 mana 3/3 thing that blows up an artifact or enchantment, Wreck Sage. Severance Priest is a totally fine 3-drop as well, but it's a little trickier to cast. And I think we'd rather just have the dragon. So yeah, let's go ahead and snap that up. All right, I think we've got to take the Kintree Severance here as a really, really good removal spell. Just exile target permanent with mana value 3 or greater. You don't even have to cast it for Abzan colors. It could be like a 4-drop necessarily. Rugged Highlands would also be good, but I think I'm going to just go ahead and prioritize the good removal. Okay, there's a Teamer Monument. There's an Armament Dragon. I think I'm just going to take the Armament Dragon. I feel like we could use one more piece of top end. We already passed up on the previous Armament Dragon. A Teamer Monument is totally defensible, but I think we already have some good work here. So yeah, let's just go ahead and take that. There's another Globe. Focus the Mind versus Bloodfell Caves. I think I take Focus the Mind. That's something we're missing in this deck right now, is a little bit of card draw power. So yeah, I think I'm going to take that. We already have a Bloodfell Caves as well. I think we'll take a Focus the Mind. So we already have a Kintree Severance. I think I'm just going to go ahead and take a Dismal Backwater. Should help with the fixing between all of our black splashes and our blue like card draw effects. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and snap that up. And then nothing that we're gonna play here. And wield the Stormshriek Feral. I don't know if we want to splash that necessarily. I'd probably just take another Skirmish Rhino. Totally serviceable. And get some other stuff on the wheel. Ooh, Dragonstorm Forecaster. This one we might actually play. It finds our Dragonstorm Globe. It's a defensive body against the Mardu aggro decks. Okay, so I think the draft went okay. So we're gonna make some cuts. I think we're gonna play the Forecaster. So I think we can just go ahead and cut the whole Snowmelt Stag and Unending Whisper package here. Our fixing is not too bad. So what are we cutting? What's our creature count? 12. So we need 4 cuts. As far as dragons, we have the 2 Dawnbreakers, Sagu Wildling, Armament Dragon, and is that it? I think that's it. Oh, we have 5 dragons. Where's that 5th one? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, the Disruptive Stormbrood. Okay, so I think we can go ahead and cut one of the Riling Dawnbreakers. It is kind of like a 2-drop and a 5-drop, but I don't think you need to load up on that necessarily. So cut that. I think Sage of the Skies is actually a good defensive card, so we can go ahead and keep that in. Removal spells we're doing okay. I think we'll just go ahead and cut the Frontline Rush. It's not really what this deck wants to do. I mean, yes, theoretically a red-white for two Duders is a fine defensive play, but I mean, Frontline Rush, you really want to be attacking. I think we cannot cut the Aush's Exhale. We can't cut the removal. We have the 2 Aush's Exhales. We have the Kintree Severance, and we have the Dragon's Prey. All right, Riverwalk Technique I could see being a cut, so maybe potential cuts over here. Dusty Earth Carver it's fine. I think it's still good enough. Oh yeah, and we also have the Disruptive Stormbrood for removal spells. Let's see. Can't cut the Globe. Sipsig is good. Sage is good. Dragonstorm's great. Oral Procession. The Monuments are good. With all of this fixing, I could be convinced to cut the Embermouth Sentinel, but then our creature count's only 10, which makes the relic slightly worse. I think we cut Riverwalk Technique for sure. I don't think we'll have enough mana to hold that up necessarily, and our removal package is fine, and we can hopefully just go bigger. One more cut. Could be Embermouth Sentinel. I guess it could be one of the skirmish, right? You know what? I think we have enough things to do on 2, and 2 cards which do find all, between the 2 of them, they do find all 5 colors. I think we can just go ahead and cut the Embermouth Sentinel. Okay, so now let's go ahead and take a look at our mana base and shore that up. So red's the least amount, and while we do have a Mardu Monument, I'd like to not play a basic mountain. I guess we could play one basic mountain. Well, let's see how many red sources we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. So I guess we don't really need the red. It depends how the other colors are looking. So let's start with green, because it's really important that we have enough green so that we can reliably cast a Roost Seek on 1. So we have 5, 6. Okay, that's pretty bad. Okay, so let's see. Oh, and then I guess the Sultai Monument helps to grab a forest as well. What's our next color? Probably white. Yeah, so green, white, black, blue. That makes sense. So for white, we have 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 7 with the Mardu Monument, 8 with the Sagu Wildling. That's actually not too bad. We can even probably go... I think we just go down a plains, up a forest, to be honest. Like, it's just really important. And then as far as black is concerned, we have Disruptive Stormbrood. We have the Dragon's Prey. There's 2 Skirmish Rhinos. Kintry Severance, kind of. Like, I could probably just treat Kintry Severance as a 4-drop, actually. Seems unlikely we'll actually have all Abzan on turn 3. We have the Thunder of Unity and we have the Armament Dragon. So black's fairly important here. But we do have the Mardu Monument and the Sultai Monument both grab Swamp, which is nice. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think the swamps are actually okay. If anything, I can go down a swamp, up a forest or a mountain. For the islands, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's fine. And then, of course, the Sultai Monument and the Sagu. 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now the question is, do we want to play a basic mountain in the deck? I think the answer is no. We already have some pretty good... We have 4 red sources without trying. We have the Dragonstorm Globe as well. Like, we don't need the Sagu and the Mardu Monument to get red. For, like, the one red card that we probably don't want to play on 3 anyway. Like, it's something we probably want to play on, like, turn 6, 5, like 5 or 7. Once we hit our colors to just kind of start digging through the deck. So yeah, I think I'm okay with not playing a basic mountain, and I think I'm gonna cut a swamp or a plains for a forest. So now the question is which one. So again, let's take a look at our color requirements. White's more important for sure, especially because with the double Aushus Exhale. So I think for that reason, we're gonna go ahead and cut a swamp and add a forest. So now we have 8 green sources in the main, and we still have 1, or just in the mana base, and which will help enable the Sagu to help splash all the other colors, and also the Dragonbridge Relic too. So that's also very important. All right, And that's the deck. So I think it could use a little help. Doesn't quite have that raw power that you really want when you're in this space. Like the whole point is that you get to kind of take advantage of just all of the great multicolored rares and bombs that are in the format. And then you can just basically just take any of them. But I think this deck has everything else you're looking for. It has the ramp, it has the fixing, it has the globe, it has dragons, Dragonstorms, and you just kill all their stuff and you just smack them with Stormbroods and Armament Dragons and Dusty Earth Carvers and stuff like that. Then I think this deck looks okay. So see you for the matches. All right, we're playing against Bruh, great username, and our hands, it's a little sketchy. But we have a Monument on 2, Sibzik Appraiser on 3, and that solves all problems, ? So I'm going to try it. Okay, there's a globe. That helps too. So we can probably go globe on 3. Okay, opponent also seems to be doing some soup stuff. They've played the Kishla Village on their turn 1. And now they're gonna, okay. So they're just, they're going major soup. So we'll go ahead and Sultai Monument, and then either blue or black. Let's grab the blue. Next turn, we can probably just go globe. We'll see. It could be like globe on 3, and then Sibzik plus 2-drop on 4. We'll see. It all depends on what the opponent does, whether or not we want to get started with the globe train right away, or if we, I don't know. It all depends on what the opponent's doing. Well, luckily they don't seem to be that aggressive, so maybe we can just go ahead and slam our globe on 3 and be okay. All right, they're just going to play some card draw. Winter Night Story is a very powerful card draw spell, especially if you have the Harmonize. If you go like a turn 4, play that, and then Harmonize, it's pretty broken. Okay, we found a swamp. So I think we need to try to just do more things than they are. So I'm just going to go ahead and slam the globe this turn, and then on the following turn we'll have access to 5 mana. So we can't play the Thunder of Unity yet. We're missing 2 colors, and the Dragonstorm only fixes for 1. Okay, opponent has gone Roiling Dragonstorm, so yeah, definitely feeling better about the Dragonstorm Globe play. Okay, Einok Wayfarer. So we're setting up, and then it's kind of just a matter of who's gonna play more bombs. Ooh, okay, that's actually kind of nice. So yeah, let's go Swamp, and then we'll Encroaching Dragonstorm. So we can go ahead and get our... We don't have red, but that's okay. We can just go ahead and get... Let's just get double white, actually, because we have multiple white cards in hand. Dragonstorm Globe is our red. So we just have way more mana than them, which is helpful. Let's see what they do on this turn. Okay, they're going to go Champion of Doosan. That's totally fine. Yeah, Champion of Doosan definitely good at 4 power to Harmonize. Yeah, really, really busted. So I have the mana, they have the cards. They discard a couple lands. Smack me for 1. Okay, how much mana do we have to play with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think we're going to go... We could go Thunder of Unity first. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get that train started. Draw a couple cards. Okay, those are good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we'll go... Yeah, let's go for Sibzik Appraiser, and then we're going to hold up Aush's Exhale. Okay. I think we'll just go ahead and grab the... We're doing okay on the... We don't need this, is what I'm trying to say. We'll get the Forest. And then we'll play out the Forest, and then we'll just pass the turn. I'm pretty sure we're just going to go ahead and Aush's Exhale this champion, but TBD. They do have an Alchemist Assistant in the graveyard. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're just going to block the Champion of Doosan. And if they try to do something... Okay, yeah, I'm okay with this. If they were going to try to do something, I would just Auspicious Exhale. Okay, yep, that seems fine. So now whenever a creature enters, they lose a life, I gain a life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we could go Riling Dawnbreaker, Kintree Severance, I'm pretty sure. So if we tap our mana like this, black, white, green, and then we can Kintree Severance away the Dustyet Earthcarver. I think I like that. Or we could just like Dragon's Prey as well. Alternatively, we could play our own Dustyet Earthcarver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I actually like that better. Yeah, so we'll go untap Forest. And then green, white. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll do this. And then gain some life points. We'll make our own 3/3. And then I think we'll just go ahead and pass the turn. Let's let them make the first move here with perhaps one of their renew creatures. They're just maybe going to try to grow those. Okay, Caustic Exhale, that's fine. They've revealed a Sagu Wildling in the hand. I imagine they're going to play that. Okay, Sibsig Appraiser is totally fine. Okay, what do they pitch? Verdant Catacombs. Nice. Special Guest Fetch Land. Okay, they only have 3 mana available. Okay, perfect. So they are, in fact, going to do that. Happy about that. And then we'll see if they want to attack with both. Okay. Interesting. They're attacking with the Einok Wayfarer. That's kind of wild. I'm just going to go ahead and go Dragon's Prey on the token right now. And we're going to keep that around. We're going to keep our Dustyet Earthcarver around. I'm not sure why they're attacking with the Einok Wayfarer, but I will take the bait there. Whoa, that was an insane draw. Sage of the Skies. So let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we could go this plus this. We can't hold, if we do Dawnbreaker plus Sage, we can't hold up the Exhale, but I think that's fine. We can always do it later. We have like 2 defensive bodies. Alternatively, we could Kintree Severance this away and then Sage, but I think that's just kind of small ball. Yeah, no, I like doing this. I like going Riling Dawnbreaker. And it also enters with a +1/+1 counter because of the globe. And then we get to go Sage of the Skies, copy the spell, trigger the Thunder of Unity twice. Really nice. And then give this +1/+0, hit them for 5. Let's see if they block. They don't block. You love to see it. The Dismal Backwater. All right. Looking good. Opponent has a lot of mana up and a lot of cards, but we've got, well, Encroaching Dragonstorm kind of at this point doesn't really matter too much. I mean, it thins the deck. That's important, but we do have 2 removal spells. So I think that's relevant. Okay, so they go Constrictor Sage on my Riling Dawnbreaker. Totally fine. Sinkhole Surveyor. Good card. 2 mana, 1/3 flyer. Whenever this creature attacks, you lose 1 life, and this creature endures 1. So that is pretty good. Ooh, Dragon's Relic. Can we do it? Can we do it this turn? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Heck yeah, we can. I think that's a good. That seems like a good use of our. Yeah, I think that's a great use of our turn. All right, so let's go ahead and just activate. Make our 4/4, kill their. Oh, I thought I dealt 4 damage. I'm stupid. That's okay. Let's just kill their Sinkhole Surveyor. And then we'll give the, I guess, the Earthcarver some points. Hit them for 5. Yeah, for some reason I thought I dealt 4 damage. I guess it's not that busted, but still, I think that was a pretty good usage of the turn, and now they have to deal with it. Oh, well, they dealt with it, but it gave us so much value. And I don't know, our board state is a little bit more impressive than theirs. Let's see if they have... Okay, they're just going to stun this. I'm like totally okay with it. I still get the value. I get to kill their Duskyet Earthcarver, which is good. Yeah, I think we're in a pretty good spot here. They could be holding up a Snakeskin Veil. Oh, now I just don't have to worry about Snakeskin Veil, right? So we go like 2 counters here, 1 counter here, and then we give the buff to... Yeah, that's great. Let's do that. And it enters with a counter, so we'll put 2 here, 1 here. Okay, and then we'll go to combat. We'll give the +1 power boost here. Hit them for 8 in the air. They're going to chump block. That's totally fine. Or not chump block, they'll trade. I'm okay with them trading. And then I might as well just thin the deck. Like, I don't think I need to hold these up right now. Let's just make sure we draw gas. Because we got 3, 4, 5 flyers. So 2 of these are lethal. Okay, they do have the Sagu Wildling. We get to rebuy the Dragonstorm and gain some life. All right, perfect. That is game, because now we just Kintry Severance away the Wildling, and then they lose the game. Nice. So we'll do that, do this, do this. Just having a good time doing that, and bam. All right, pretty definitive first game. Very nice. All right, see you in the next. All right, we're playing against Giro, and our opening hand looks pretty good. Has fixing for all the cards in our hand, so can't complain. We're going to go ahead and keep this. And we lost the die roll, so opponent is deciding on their hand. The tap lands make things a little bit awkward, so we can't like play Thunder of Unity on 3 necessarily, but yeah, no, this looks fine. Okay, opponent playing an island, so that's good. Ooh, Mardu Monument. So let's go ahead and just play a... Dismal Backwater in case we want to go for the Roiling Dragonstorm on 2. I imagine we're going to play like one of these. Okay, Auspicious Exhale. So yeah, let's just go ahead and go for the plains into the Roiling Dragonstorm, try to fix the hand a little bit. They went 2 islands. Okay. What to get rid of here? Probably just the Earthcarver. We have other good cards that we can do. They flash in a Humbling Elder. Not a bad card, I imagine, in like a tempo deck, but I don't know. Not really doing much here. Ooh, Encroaching Dragonstorm. Nice. All right, let's just go ahead and take this turn to set up a bit more. So let's go ahead and go Mardu Monument, grab the... Not the mountain. Right, we only have access to white and black. It's unfortunate. I think, yeah, we're going to definitely need white more, and we're going to play the Bloodfell Caves and pass. I mean, they're not really doing anything. I can probably just go Forest, Encroaching Dragonstorm. Yeah, let's just do that. They also missed a land drop. Perfect. Yeah, not sure what's going on over there. So let's grab a blue and a green. Yeah, that seems reasonable. We don't have the... Yeah, no, we can activate Mardu Monument. Okay, they found their second color. It's a cool looking mountain. Ugh. Okay, why are they doing this on main phase? But scary that that's in their deck. Okay, very interesting. So what are our options here? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, we could go Thunder of Unity first, see what we draw, and then we can play like Sage of the Skies. Yeah, seems good. Let's do that. Okay, and then we'll go for the plains into the Sage of the Skies. I think I kind of messed up there. I think I could have gone Dragonbrood's Relic into Sage of the Skies as well. Yeah. Yeah, and then I would have been able to buy back that mana. Okay, slight mistake there. Slight mistake. Ooh, Taigam. That's a really cool one. So when they cast their second, oh, great combo. When they cast their second spell, they exile the real one with 4 time counters on it, and then copy the spell. So basically, in 4 turns, they get to cast another Focus the Mind. Very, very strong card. So, okay, we got Thunder of Unity. So we got some choices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think what I'm gonna do is I think we just go Armament Dragon, buff these up like a lot, play out the Dragonbrood's Relic, and start going ham. Next turn we can go Mardu Monument because we'll still have the ability of the Thunder of Unity up just to try to push a lot of points, because we need to kill them fast. They're going to get a ton of value off of their Taigam if we don't kill them. So yeah, let's do that. So let's go Stormbrood Relic, and then Armament Dragon. Trigger all of my things. Let's go 1, 2. Yeah, we'll just go on 2 of those things. Try to push some more points right now. 3, 4 bodies totally serviceable on defense. Okay, lots of damage. Very nice. They tick down on their Suspend. Next turn, we can do quite a lot of things. I mean, ideally, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we want to go Skirmish Rhino into Mardu Monument. I think our mana lets us do that. White, black, green. We can't quite. We don't have enough red. Or wait. No, we don't have enough red and black is the problem for the Mardu Monument. So a little unfortunate, but we could just go, oh, there's pass. Interesting. Okay. Now what then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 with the Dragonbrood's Relic. So we could technically do all of those things. Yeah, I see. We could go Skirmish Rhino, tap the Skirmish Rhino with the Dragonbrood's Relic to Mardu Monument. I think I'm okay with that. Sure. Let's go with the Skirmish Rhino, see if this resolves. Okay, cool. It resolves. So we trigger that. And then we'll go ahead and tap the... Yeah, we'll tap the... Hold on. Do we have enough mana to do other things? This costs 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, we can't play Dragonstorm and... No, that's okay. That's okay. So we'll go red, tap this, activate the Mardu Monument, get 3 bodies, drain them for 3 more points, and then I think they're gonna die. Oh, they have oh well, we're gonna run into it. They have the 6 mana. Oh. Huh. Wait. Aren't they still dead? I think they're still dead. Oh, okay. Well, you know. Opponent tried. I think that card's really cool, the new way forward, but I think my board was just a little too wide, so I'm glad we went that aggressive route. All right, see you in the next. All right, we're playing against Nina, and we won the die roll, and this hand looks great, so let's keep. Unfortunately, the Mardu Monument, as we know, cannot get our mountain, but, I mean, we have Abzan mana, and we have Abzan cards, so absolutely cannot complain. Our opponent is debating on whether or not they want to keep their hand. They don't know the power of the Rhino. It's coming. It's coming down. We'll come back. All right, our opponent has decided to keep their 7, and we are going to start with a forest. Okay, not sure why my opponent is taking forever to make their moves, but yeah, we'll just go ahead and go for a Mardu Monument here. That's so funny. We actually drew both of our plains and our swamp. That's so bad. That's okay. We'll be fine. Okay, opponent has played Island Swamp. Or Plain Swamp, rather. Well, time to slam a Rhino. Okay, Rhino enters, drains for 2. Totally fine. Sunpearl Kirin. Pretty good white 2-drop, flash 2/1. When it enters, you can bounce another non-land permanent you control to the hand. If you do it to a token, you draw a card. Okay, Nightblade Brigade. 3 mana, 1/3 Death Touch, mobilize 1. When it enters, surveil 1. Okay. Okay, blue Dragonstorm, not really that helpful here, so let's just go ahead and go Disruptive Stormbrood, kill this, shuffle this back, and then we'll slam for 3. I think we just hold up the Aush's Exhale here. We could really use a Sultai Monument, or, an island would be nice. Any land, any untapped land, and we could just play our Riling Dawnbreaker and start slamming in for some points. So, happy with that. Opponent hasn't really done too much here. Luckily, I was able to deal with the Death Touch blocker. So, we'll see what they do now. Opponent's definitely folding their laundry or something. Okay, I feel like we just take this. This is not this is not really that consequential. Yikes, not a good draw. Let's just slam them. I still think I'd rather wait to play the 5-drop dragon. Unrooted Ancestor. So flash, and you can pay 1 and sack another creature, and it gains indestructible until end of turn, and you tap it. Not too bad in this situation. All right, let's go ahead and Aush's Exhale the Unrooted Ancestor, and we will Behold the Dragon to gain a couple of life. So now they're going to go ahead and I guess decide if they'd rather keep the Sunpearl Kirin around or if they want to just get in for 3 more an extra point of damage. But that also would take away 1 of their mana for the turn. So I don't know. I feel like this puts them in a little bit of a bind that I don't think the decision can be that difficult. I don't know what their hand looks like. Maybe they're missing a whole color or something. I don't know. Or maybe they just have a bunch of 4-drops. Their hand must be good. That's the one scary thing, though, when you're playing these kind of things, is if your opponent gets stuck on 3 lands for a few turns, and then they draw their 4th, you better hold your breath. Okay, so they're just... Yeah, they're missing land drops, so this makes sense that they want to do that. Okay, they did find a land, but so did we, and it's the perfect land too. We're just going to be mana efficient here. No need to play the Dragonstorm. We're just going to play our Riling Dawnbreaker, slam in for 4. Now in the next turn, we're slamming in for 7, and then we get to play the Dragonstorm, or if we draw a land, we can just play Earthcarver. Yeah, no, totally fine. In a good spot right now. We'll see what opponent wants to do. Now they have all 3 of their colors. Anything's possible. Opponent's just like so deep in the tank. I'm pretty sure they're just doing laundry and stuff. I'm not going to block this. Probably have some sort of combat trick. And I'd rather... they're at a lower life total. They probably have the +3/+0 draw card. Yep, +3/+0 draw card. Like, I could have traded, but... they gain a life. Unfortunate. Okay, luckily this has Vigilance, so I could still block on my turn. Ooh, Twin-Maw Stormbrood. Card's sick. This card's so good. 2 mana... Deal 5 to target creature without flying, and then on the back half you get this 6 mana 5/4 dragon, gain 5 life. Just absolutely gross. Okay, let's go ahead and start with a Roiling Dragonstorm. See what we hit. Okay, so what do we need right now? Black, green. Well, we need the red, so we'll get rid of the Opulent Palace. So discard that. Go Mystic Monastery, Dragonbrood's Relic, slam for 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So next turn we can go Mardu Monument. We could go Dustyet Earthcarver. If we draw a land, we can make the fly, or we can make the dragon. A lot of options that we can do. So hopefully we don't just die right now. I think there's probably some sequence of cards that kills us right now. Oh boy. Well, yeah, that's something. Okay. So I can't block. I'm only taking 3 points. So that's not horrible. This does also have reach. So they can block our Dawnbreaker. Ooh, Armament Dragon. That sounds really good. Yeah. Now we just go Armament Dragon, put all 3 counters on the Dawnbreaker, force a block. Excellent. That was a very good draw. They do seem to have a mana up, so I'm not quite sure what that could be. What is a single white mana in the set? Okay, well, in any case, we are slamming for guaranteed lethal here. If they don't block, which they must block. What's a single white mana in the set? Because there's no shock variant. Oh, the Unrooted Ancestor gives them priority all the time. I see. Okay. That was confusing because I'm like, there's no instant speed shock. There's no like mana tithe effect. I was not sure. Okay, so now we have this Unrooted Ancestor that's looking to kill us. So the only thing I should worry about is like Alesha's I believe it's Alesha's Legacy. Just the 2 mana spell in black that gives a creature Death Touch and indestructible until end of turn. So that's pretty much my only disincentivization for double blocking this thing. Okay, so Reigning Victor, they give it Death Touch no, they don't give it Death Touch. +1/+1 indestructible. So we're just going to go ahead and block with the Riling Dawnbreaker only. Alternatively, is there like a trample trick in this format? No. So it could be better to block with the Armament Dragon in case they have another +3/+0 trick. Oh, no. We just Dragonbrood's Relic. Huh. No, not quite. It's another +3/+. I'm going to block with the Riling Dawnbringer. Let's just have our Armament Dragon available. This could be Molten Exhale. Okay, no Molten Exhale. Okay, they just concede. All right. I thought if they have Molten Exhale, then they can Molten Exhale the Riling Dawnbreaker. So, yeah, that was weird. Like, I wasn't trying to rope my opponent. I was, in fact, trying to figure out the most optimal way to block. But anyway, we are 3-0. So, see you in the next. All right, we're playing against Goobzoid, and our hand looks pretty good, so we're going to keep. Could get run over. We don't want that. But has a globe. Globe solves all problems. Okay, Dragon, Sniper on 1. Ooh, Skirmish Rhino. Nice. Okay, we'll go ahead and go with a Forest. Next turn, we could either go Globe or Skirmish Rhino. It depends. Okay, Abzan Devotee. Ooh, there's an island. Man, it's looking pretty good. I think we'll go ahead. Yeah, let's go Skirmish Rhino. Because now what we could do is we could attack. Maybe they block, trade. Whoa, interesting. I think I'm willing to get the trick out of the hand because what I can do on the next turn is go. Okay, yep, there's the Alesha's Legacy. I'm fine with that. So now we can go Island, Globe, not like that. Globe, and then a Royal Procession, back the Rhino. And I could play that. Okay, 100 Battle Veteran, pretty good card. All right, they're going to slam in for 3. We're going to go ahead and roll procession back our Rhino. And then let's go ahead and see what we draw. We draw a land. So, yeah, let's go for Forest. Let's just go Earth Carver. And we're going to go ahead and split up the bodies. Okay, Marshal of the Lost. Pretty strong card. Whenever you attack, target creature gets +X until end of turn, where X is the number of attacking creatures. So what are they going to do here? I imagine they're going to give the 100 battle veteran +2/+2. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. That is very interesting. So this comes back. This has Death Touch. I think I just trade off both of these, to be honest. Right? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can't double spell, so we might as well just use up most of our mana. We could just make a giant armament dragon. That sounds okay. We can go Riling Dawnbreakers, a 4/5. That's not horrible. That could be all right. I think no, we'll just go Armament Dragon. Try to spend more of our mana. And then it's just like a big old 7/8, and hopefully they can't deal with it. They get to smack me for like 4 damage a turn, which is not great. Not sure about this whole eggs in one basket. Whoa, my god, another Marshal of the Lost. Oh man, I've never seen 2 of these on the battlefield at the same time. That is crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna unfortunately have to take this. I can always chump block it later. Okay, that's not bad. So let's just play big ol' flyer. Boom. And then, damn it, yeah. Hit them for 8. Play this tapped. Unfortunately, we did not get to play the Skirmish Rhino, but we are looking at lethal next turn. They might... oh, they're killing me? That's unfortunate. So, yeah, if they have a removal spell for the Dawnbreaker, then... Okay, let's find out what they're doing. Okay, well... interesting. I mean, if they have something, they have something, right? They probably have a way to give this a couple points. I'm probably just supposed to do this. All right. Show me what you got. Show me the Rhino. I'm pretty sure if they had just put like one of them on the Devotee, they wouldn't be in the... Wait, I think they just threw the game. Do they have a kill spell? What? I think they just threw the game. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, that's okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. No, if they had... I didn't do the math, but if they had put one of their Marshal triggers on the 2/1, it would have been 5 power, right? And then it'd be 5 plus 5. Yeah, then I'm still forced to block, but no matter what, I lose my 4/5. And then I don't get to grow this to 8. And yeah, really wild stuff. I'm pretty sure my opponent would have been able to live another turn. Not guaranteed they would have won, but infinitely increase their chances. So yeah, make sure you guys are careful when you're doing your combat math out there. See you in the next. All right, we're playing against Sploot, and we are on the play, and our hand looks pretty good, so I'm going to keep. So we have the Sagu, we have the Monument, and we have the Dragonstorm Globe. So no need a Sagu on 1. We can always just Bloodfell Caves, have all our fixing. We can go get our planes. Yeah, so totally fine. And then if needed, we can Sagu for an island, but we don't have to. Okay, opponent goes turn 1, Martyr Devotee. So I imagine they're a very aggressive deck. So luckily we have the Auspicious Exhale plus Sagu Wildling combo. Encroaching Dragonstorm's not bad. Okay, so we're going to go Mardu Monument for planes. And then I imagine they're gonna like slam into me or something. Okay, Fortress King Guard. That's fine. We're only taking a couple points. Okay, another Aush's Exhale. That's not bad. I think I am going to take this turn off to go Globe, because then we get to go double Aush's Exhale and gain 4 life. We gain 4 life and kill 2 of the Marduk's thingies. I think that's a pretty game-winning play. Next turn we can even go like, oh yeah, we're definitely going to kill that. Okay, so we could do that. Or we could just play a Riling Dawnbreaker this turn. What to do? We're going to play this land for sure. So the problem is if we go Riling Dawnbreaker and then they kill it, we're not in a great spot. 2, 3, 4, 5 points of damage. I think, no, let's commit to the board. Let's make them use their removal. They're also very low on resources currently. I mean, they could just have like a kill spell. Okay, so maybe either red's a splash or black's a splash. TBD right now. Okay, they're just going to slam in. I'm just going to make them use the trick. They got to have something. But, okay, do they have an Aush's Exhale? Yep. Okay, and, they have their own Riling Dawnbreaker. Sure. Another Mardu Devotee. Okay. So they get to set up the next couple of turns here. So what do they got? What do they got? 1 top, 1 bottom. Sure. All right. Okay. Dragon's Praise. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we're just going to go. Yeah, this is what we're going to do. We're going to Dragon's Prey this now before they can draw cards. And then we're going to, I guess we'll Aush's Exhale one of these things. We'll Aush's Exhale whatever they pump. Yeah. So we'll do this, kill this. Gain those precious life points back. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're gonna be a little greedy. We're gonna go Encroaching Dragonstorm, and then gonna grab our island for sure. And do we need another swamp? Not really. We don't really need another forest. Yeah, let's get a swamp. Okay, and then we're gonna go Aush's Exhale on the Riling Dawnbreaker, and then we're gonna slam the Wildling. Yeah, I think that's really, really good. So we do that. Yes, opponent said nice because it was a good play. I appreciate you thinking that. All right, let's see what they got. Okay, nothing. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think we're just gonna go ahead and wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're 1 short of going Sagu plus Dragonstorm again. I think in that case we just go Earthcarver. Totally fine. And then we'll just make bodies. And then we'll pass the turn. So now they really can't get through. Perfect. They just passed the turn. Okay. Oh, another land. Or a tap land, rather. So I can't do this at the same time. So it was kind of a very unfortunate draw. But that is okay. We're just going to go Saga Wildling. Gain our life points. Do that. And now we're like super stable, so I could start turning the corner. What are they going to do? Yeah, exactly. Play this tapped. Next turn, we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, Voice of Victory. 2 mana, 1/3, mobilize 2. Your opponent can't cast spells during your turn. Not a bad card. All right, let's go Sibsig to start. Ooh, I'll take that a roll possession. And then let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we cannot do anything during their turn. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could go a roll procession plus Encroaching Dragonstorm. Could also get the Dragon's Prey and kill off the voice now. I actually like that. Dragon's Prey, blow up the Voice of Victory. I'd rather like wait until my turn or their turn, but the Voice of Victory specifically stops that. So Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, we'll kill off one of the devotees and the token, and we'll slam it for 8 points. Let's see what they got. Gaining some life. I think we're just gonna Mardu Monument this turn and swing out. Yup. Slamming in. And they concede. Nice. That double Ashes Exhale play was excellent. Or not two in the same turn, but just having the double Ashes Exhale against this deck, one to take care of one, and then I was able to go Encroaching Dragonstorm, set myself up, and then still have enough to Ashes Exhale the big dragon. That was a game-winning play, so excellent. See you in the next. All right, we're playing against Tedified, and our hand looks pretty good, so I'm going to keep. So I'm pretty sure we're just going to go ahead and get the white mana with the Sagu Wildling. We could play a 2-mana 2/2 if necessary. We're setting up for a turn 3. Oh. Yeah, we'll just go tap land on 1, actually. This takes away the option of going 2/2 on 2, but hopefully we should be fine. Okay, they're going to go 2/2 on 2. Well, that's all right. Okay, we'll just go Forest, go get Plains, and then pass. So we actually can hold up the Kintry Severance next turn, which I think is good. And also, this 2-mana 2/2 is not, or it's not really pressuring me that much, so I'm okay just taking a few points over the next couple of turns. We'll see if that changes. Okay, Feral Deathgorger. Well, now the 2/2 is doesn't even block, so... Ooh, Roiling Dragonstorm. Great draw. Let's do that first, see if we hit a tap land. Draw 2 cards, discard a forest. Yeah. And then we'll play out the plains. Excellent draw. So now... we don't have great follow-ups. Ooh, they play a 4-mana 4/3, and because they have a creature with a counter, it draws them a card. So now we're looking a little rough. Ooh. A globe, you say? How much are we taking next turn? We taking 7? It's probably just safer to... Okay, we'll play this out for sure. Like, we could go Dragonstorm plus Relic. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the following turn. I still feel like it's probably... I don't really want to take 7 right now, and then the possibility of taking even more. Unfortunate. I could do that and a 2-mana 2/2. That doesn't seem very good, and I'd much rather... Because if they kill it... I think I'm just gonna do this right now. Unfortunate, a little awkward sequencing, but at least with that, now I can just play the Dawnbreaker, pick up the Dragonstorm. It blocks the 3/3. It blocks the 3/4 as well. Okay, we're gonna take some damage here. Okay, Dragon's Prey. So now we could... I think I like that. So we'll go... Dragonstorm Globe, and then pass, and then they can go ahead and give this the power boost. Deathgorger. That's pretty good. That is not bad. They get to eat some stuff. We're going to kill the 3/3. We can't kill one of the dragons, unfortunately, because the Dragon Spray costs 2 more. I'm going to slam in Sultai Monument. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, technically. Yeah, let's go Sultai Monument. Grab a basic land, and then play out the Dawnbreaker. Let's grab a swamp. Makes things easier. Swamp, Dawnbreaker, pick up the Dragonstorm. So at least this checks the Dawnbreaker, but the Feral Deathgorger gets to slam in for 4 uncontested. Oh, great. Okay, so now this gets reduced to a 2/3. Yeah, now I'm forced to block. Unfortunate. So I'm going to go down to 4. And now this thing's probably going to kill me. Yeah, a little rough. A little rough this game. It's not over, but it's like probably over. Okay, roll procession. Is there a way we can survive? That's the real question. We can't kill all the dragons, is the unfortunate part. So if we roll procession 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if you roll procession back the dragon's prey, we have 2 mana left to work with, and that's not good enough. So yeah, we're just gonna go and start with the roiling Dragonstorm, see what we get. Yeah, I don't think there's anything we can do here. Yeah, unfortunate. Move on to the next. All right, we are playing against Singer Dragon. We are on the play, and hand looks pretty good, so we'll keep. So we get to go. Yeah, this is setting up perfectly for a turn 3 Rhino, which is nice. We get to go Forest into the Sultai Monument, grab the Swamp. Oh, Roiling Dragonstorm is also not bad. But I think just because we have the obvious play pattern, we're just going to go ahead and do that. So we'll grab our singular Swamp eventually. Okay, there we go. And then we'll see what they do. Okay, Teamer, Jeskai Devotee. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, let's just slam a Rhino. Sounds good. So we'll see what they do here. Hopefully they don't kill it. Do not kill my Rhino, please. Don't do it. Could be a Molten Exhale. Molten Exhale would be kind of annoying, but that's not the end of the world. Opponent must have a tricky turn. These early turn sequencings are very important with your lands and your spells. Ooh, Wingblade Disciple. Okay, that's probably worth killing. So let's see. If we can go Dragonbrood's Relic and Dragon's Prey, and I think that's what I want to do rather than push a couple points of damage. It also sets me up for like more mana later. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that. So let's play out the island, go Dragonbrood's Relic, and then Dragon's Prey away the Disciple. I think that just that has the highest potential to build a board, and then that I can see that as a way that I lose the game. Right now I'm doing okay. They've lost their bird engine. I have lots of mana. I have a good creature. I have a couple of like mana payoffs, I guess you could say. Like we can just make a couple 2/2s next turn. That's a fine play. We can go Dawnbreaker next turn. We have a lot of options. We have 4, 5, 6 mana next turn as well. So it's going to make things a little awkward as far as double spelling is concerned, but I mean, the Whirling Dragonstorm should hopefully draw us into something relevant. Okay, they're just going to pass. Okay, Disruptive Stormbrood is not bad. So I think let's just start off with a Roiling Dragonstorm, see what happens there. This could be Counterspell. Could be the Counterspell holding up or beholding the dragon, and then I have to pay 4 mana. And they're debating whether or not they want to counter it. They're really deep in the tank on this. Okay, they are going to let me draw the cards, which is nice. Ooh, Focus the Mind. Awesome. What do I get rid of here? I really want to play Focus the Mind this turn. So that means I guess I could pitch no. I'll pitch the Kintree Severance. They haven't played anything that makes me want to do that. We'll play this, and then let's go to attacks now. We can always play Focus the Mind second, like post-combat. Okay, perfect. Let's see if they counter this. I imagine they do. Riverwalk technique. Sure. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I got my value out of things. Hopefully I don't regret playing the Kintree Severance, but the Disruptive Stormbird, the Petty Revenge half, is a lot more relevant than you would think. Because I thought at first this was mana value 3 or less. It's just power 3 or less. So, okay, it cannot kill a mammoth that they make off a Teamer Monument, but it can kill quite a lot of the set. There's a lot of the Jeskai Dragon is 3 power, for example, that can kill that. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Anyway, Thoughtseize bug. So, how much mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, technically. All right, I think we're just going to go ahead and slam this Stormbrood. We're going to blow up the Teamer Monument. Get our Roiling Dragonstorm back. Nice. Yeah, because it would have been a little challenging for me to deal with a Rhino. All right, let's see what they do here. Just Jeskai Devotee is a little annoying. If they attack, I'm gonna block. I mean, I'm just gonna try to force a trick. Okay, perfect. That means they don't have anything. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's start with the Dragonstorm. Draw a couple and discard. Okay. I guess we could just discard this forest. Go plains. I'm just going to attack for 3, and then I'm just going to play the Rhino out. Like, I could play the Dawnbreaker, but that requires tapping the Stormbrood, so it just kind of defeats the purpose. And then the Dawnbreaker is probably going to be better next turn anyway. I could have played Rhino and then held up Aush's Exhale. Oh wait, no, I still can. Ha. Because now I can tap the Skirmish Rhino for white with the Dragon's Relic. So yeah, no, this is totally fine. All right, let's see if they have some sort of counterspell. They don't. Perfect. We get to drain for 2. They must have something though. Okay, so we are holding up Aush's Exhale. So I actually feel very safe if they attack, just blocking. Like, they could have a trick and then there's Aush's Exhale. Seems good. Well, clearly I have nothing. Royal Procession. Trying to think what's in the graveyard. I hate looking. My graveyard's pretty stacked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Let's play Riling Dawnbreaker. Hopefully this resolves. All my other spells have been resolving, so I'm not convinced it won't. Okay, nice. Return Dragonstorm to the hand. And then give my Disruptive Stormbrood a power boost, probably. And then smack them for 7? I wonder what opponent has. They gotta have something here. All right, let's see what happens. What could this be? Could be anything. Probably some sort of kill spell. Narset's Rebuke. Sure, I'm okay with that. So now they can get some mana back. Are they going to use the mana? New Way Forward. Okay, that's not bad. Oh man, and then they draw that many cards. Okay, actually, we're going to do a pretty sick play. So we're going to target this. We're going to Behold the Dragon. Now they don't gain their life points. Or, sorry, they don't draw their card. They don't redirect the damage. And they, more importantly, they do not draw 4 cards. Oh, that was... Okay, all right. That was a cool play. Okay, Tawny back. Totally fine. Oh man, that was a cool counterplay. I'm really glad Osha's Exhale is not like deal 5 damage to just target attacking or blocking creature an opponent controls. I'm glad you still get to do cool, fun stuff like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can't do it all. So let's start with the Dragonstorm. Good place to start. Dragonstorm. Oh, Sage of the Skies. Nice. Let's just pitch the Earth Carver, I guess. Play Sage of the Skies. Get 2 copies. Yeah. Very nice. And then whatever. Slam for 3. And then we'll hold up Auroral Possession. We'll get back like a Rhino or something just to try to deal the last couple points of damage. They're taking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're currently facing lethal in the air. They're still facing lethal in the air. I'm perfectly happy taking 4. This is lethal on board. Let's get the Skirmish Rhino. Tap this. Okay. So we'll go to combat. Do that. And they win. Nice. All right. We're playing against a Railer, and our hand looks pretty good. So we're going to keep because this does enable... We get a guaranteed turn 3 Rhino, which is nice. Okay, we did lose the die roll. Okay, Mountain. Uh-oh, danger. All right, we'll start with an Opulent Palace. We'll go Mardu Monument, grab our planes. Okay, Devoted Duelist. They're hitting the ground running here. Skirmish Rhino, I think, is going to be great play against them. But we do have to take a couple points before that, so that could be a problem. Let's grab a planes. Next turn, we can go Skirmish Rhino. Blocks their Devoted Duelist nicely. Should hopefully stabilize us. Okay, playing as Mardu. Okay, Stormshriek Feral. All right, just going to smooth out the hand. Okay, Summon Intimidator. Not bad. Would have been a great combo. All right, well, it's Rhino time. Forget elephants. It's all about rhinos. Well, I think especially against, like, this deck. This feels way, way better, you know what I mean, than slamming, like, elephants on 5. Like, playing a Skirmish Rhino on 3 against this deck specifically, I think is a lot stronger. Anyway, I think now we'll go... Yeah, let's go Dragonbrood's Relic, and then just play another Rhino using this Rhino. We're setting up well. We still get to gain some life. We get to still have our defensive bodies up. I'm willing to trade the... Oh, okay. They're not even willing to offer the trade with the Vanguard. Ooh, Osha's Exhale. Very nice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, perfect. So let's go Forest, and then I could go Earth Carver actually. And then if they don't have a way to deal with it, alternatively, we could go Encroaching Dragonstorm plus Osha's Exhale. I think just getting the big body's nice. Actually, we could start to turn the corner. If we attack with both Rhinos and they don't block, then the question becomes, and then if they have like a removal spell for the Earth Carver, how much are we taking? So we're taking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, wait, no. We just make it endure 3. We offer the trade, and then they have to use a pump spell. Yeah. They have to pump this to trade. I feel like my brain goes faster than the way I can explain things. So basically, I'm gonna start to turn the corner here, is what I'm trying to say, and then, oh, okay, I miscalculated. So forget everything I just said because I was supposed to attack with 1 and then cast the Earth Carver. That was a oopsie on my part there. Yeah. My bad. I was definitely supposed to attack with 1, use the other one to cast the Earth Carver. Ooh, war effort. That's pretty good. Okay, we're going to kill this because it gets, like, humongous. If they have a way to... Okay, great. I think I'm going to have to roll procession it back. This is a lot of damage. Yep. Oh, boy. That was definitely... that was definitely a big mistake. And I got super, super punished. Okay. Okay, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So not quite enough. How much damage can we do? We can do 6, taking 7, 8. So I have to be able to kill this. Oh, wait. I have the Mardu Monument too. Mardu Monument. Oh, I can't. Shoot. I don't have access to red. Okay, if they have removal for the Earth Carver, I die anyway. So now what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 only. So I can't play the Earth Carver and hold up the Aush's Exhale, which is a little annoying. Am I forced to just Aush's Exhale and then this is actually not that bad because I can just block and block? In which case I develop the mana? I think that's actually okay. And then we can go Dragonbrood's Relic. Yeah. No. This is fine. This is fine. So we'll go ahead and get, let's see. We already have all our colors, really. So we'll just get black and blue. Yeah, and then we just don't attack. Okay, I think given the situation that we've put ourselves in, this is okay. They know about Aush's Exhale, so, I mean, we're just going to block everything that we can, and then we're going to, like, kill the Stormshriek Feral. If they can protect Stormshriek Feral, we lose, but that's fine. Okay, yeah, they're in a little bit of a tough situation right now. I don't think they can, like, reasonably attack with the Stormshriek Feral. But we'll see. They might. Whale of War back some creatures. Okay. Oh, and they deal damage to me. Yeah, it was pretty good. Okay, so I think they're just trying to set up for a big attack. Okay, now what do we do? I can blow up the war effort. Let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This makes it so something cannot block. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if I make the guy, I can deal 3 damage to the Stormshriek Feral. But then that also requires me tapping a Skirmish Rhino to get the red. Yeah, I think I'm actually supposed to do this. I think I'm supposed to destroy the war efforts. I also bounce the Encroaching Dragonstorm. Okay. I think this is okay. And then we just don't attack. Right. Now this checks this. This checks this. Like, we're doing okay. The Aush's Exhale is huge here. Because they're probably just going to make it so that the Disruptive Stormbrood cannot block. But luckily the Aush's Exhale can gain us life. If they kill the Disruptive Stormbrood... Well, okay, if they go Removal Spell plus Summon Intimidator, that's like... You know, that's pretty bad. But it's fine. Okay. So I still get to behold it when they attack. And I can do a lot of damage. Sunset Strike Master. Okay, they do another point of damage to me. They make this thing huge. See what they do. Let's see what they do. And also, can we form some sort of a crackback? Oh, they can't attack. That's crazy. Okay. They just don't want me to gain life. I think they're just trying to kill me with Devoted Duelist. That's fairly reasonable, actually. Okay, so how much mana do we have available to us? We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have to spend like all my mana to do this. I really wish I drew like a land. So I can Kintree Severance away something. Wait, hold on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could die to like a Dragonstorm, or no, sorry, the shock variant. I'm gonna play this, and I'm gonna make a body, and then I'm just gonna like hold up the Kintree Severance and the Aush's Exhale. I think that's the I think that's the move here. Like their goal is probably the Channel Dragonfire. Channel Dragonfire like pretty much kills me instantly, but that's just like one uncommon. Shocking Sharpshooter. That's rough. That's really rough. Okay. Okay, go to my turn. Okay, perfect. So now I get to just kill something. So we'll kill the Zergo's Vanguard. Okay. Now we'll... Oh, Dragonstorm Globe's nice too. How much mana do I have? Do I have enough? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I play this, I can't do that. Yeah, no. Let's not take any chances here. So we'll tap that for red. We'll make our dragon. We'll kill probably the Sharpshooter. It just has the highest potential to kill me. Okay, that's fine. At least I gain 3 life. And then I cannot reasonably attack here, right? Because they just... Yeah. Nope. No attacks. Okay, we're vulnerable this turn. But we have 2 blockers for the Stormshriek Feral. We gained 3 life. So that's fine. Okay, perfect. All right, so... Now I can start to turn the corner a little bit. Just a little bit here. I could probably attack with like these. Go to 9. Oh, wait. Hold on. Are they dead? I don't think they're dead is the problem. Okay, let's go Dragonstorm Globe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So... we do this, we go Mardu Monument, and we can't go Mardu Monument plus hold up Exhale. I could just still go Mardu Monument. All right, let's just be on the safe side here. So let's just attack with these. Yeah, because with I was thinking I could go Mardu Monument plus Aush's Exhale. Okay, they're just going to take all this damage, which I like. Go to 2. So now I can play Encroaching Dragonstorm, thin the deck, still hold up this Aush's Exhale over their head. Okay, just get a couple lands, one of them being white, which is important, so that way next turn we can go Mardu Monument plus hold up Aush's Exhale. So they have to try to kill me this turn. I don't think that's going to do it. Fleeting Effigy, I don't think that's good enough. We just have to, like, not die. It's basically the point. All right, so let's kill the, I don't know, this. Behold. And that's it. We did it. And that's the game. They cannot win. And we just block. In fact, we don't even have to lose our creatures. We just take 4 damage. It's fine. Oh, wait. Can this grow? It doesn't matter. We're good. Yeah, they make that +2/+0. They kill the Stormbrood. Unfortunate. And there we go. We got the win. All right, so we definitely made that. I forget what it was exactly. We miscounted our mana, and so we couldn't play the Dusyat Earthcarver on curve, and we got a little punished for it. But we were able to make our way back. hold over those Asha's exhales over their head until we eventually won the game. Very nice. And we got the trophy. Let's take one more look at the deck. So, yeah, like I said, I think this deck could have been a little better, but it had the defensive speed. Asha's Exhale was a true overperformer this league. And normally you would think this deck would struggle against those like Go Wide Mardu aggro decks, but we played a couple of them, had some pretty good cards. But yeah, this thing just killed stuff, gained life. That plus the dragon off the Dragon Brood's relic, plus the Sagu Wildling. There was a lot of, and the two skirmish rhinos were also very nice. So yeah, overall this was like a good package to beat those aggressive decks, like a little bit more mid-rangey, while still being able to tussle with the other soup decks as long as you can get your ramp pieces out early with the Relic, the Globe, and the Encroaching Dragonstorm. I think we saw that in like the first or second game, where they were also doing very powerful things, but we just had like more mana and like a little bit of card draw, card advantage with the Sib Appraiser and the Focus the Mind to still fight that fight, while also being able to apply pressure by like sneaking in a couple of Sage of the Skies at a certain point. Also, by the way, a good card against the aggressive deck. So yeah, I think this deck was great. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.